I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. More tragedy on our local highways. Morning commuter traffic was brought to a standstill along Route 17 in the town of Chester this morning after a Sullivan County ARC minivan veered off the eastbound lanes of Route 17, running down an embankment and hitting several trees. The driver of the vehicle was pronounced dead at the scene. He has been identified as 25-year-old Kenneth Crockett of Monticello. The occupants of the vehicle, an ARC aide, a 34-year-old woman, and a wheelchair-bound client, a 17-year-old male who had been seated in the rear of the vehicle, were injured. The aide was taken to Orange Regional Medical Center while the client was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center, both for evaluation and treatment. Their conditions and identities were not immediately available. The accident happened at 8:05 this morning. Westbound traffic was halted for a time to allow for the chopper airlift. Eastbound traffic was halted off and on for more than 3 hours. In Sullivan County, a county resident lost his life in a 3-vehicle crash yesterday afternoon on Route 42 in the town of Thompson. According to state police, the victim, whose identity was being withheld pending notification of family, was behind the wheel of a Jeep that clipped a work truck it was attempting to pass. The Jeep then slammed into a short-line Coach USA bus that had stopped in the oncoming lane. The bus driver and several passengers, along with the passenger in the work truck, were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at Catskill Regional Medical Center. Monticello firefighters needed the jaws of life to free the driver of the Jeep, who was later pronounced dead at the hospital. Firemen from the town of Deer Park and vicinity had their hands full with a morning multiple alarm fire that badly damaged a 2-story residence at number of 491 Galley Hill Road in Cuddebackville. Firemen battled not only smoke and flames, but the intense heat. The blaze did substantial interior damage to the structure. There were no reports from the scene of any injuries. Water tankers from Orange and Sullivan counties had to be brought into the remote location off Route 211. It is not known if anyone was home at the time. No initial word on the possible cause of the fire. Arrests have been made for a pair of shooting incidents, one in Monticello and the other in Kingston. In Monticello, 20-year-old Walter Marrero Gonzalez has been charged with the felonies of reckless endangerment, attempted assault, criminal use of a firearm, and possession of a weapon in connection with a shots-fired incident Monday night at 31 Summit Avenue in Monticello. Police say Marrero Gonzalez and others shot at people in front of the residence, with one of the fired rounds going through the front door. A male at the scene suffered a minor wound. Additional arrests are expected. And in Kingston, 20-year-old Shane Dunham was charged with assault and criminal weapons possession for shooting 10 people with pellets from a shotgun outside 18 O'Neill Street early Wednesday morning. None of those injuries were life-threatening. How packed was Mamakating Town Hall last night? So packed, the tables had to be removed from the town board meeting room so that fire code regulations could be adhered to. About 300 angry residents had showed up to protest a proposed change in town zoning law that, if passed, would accommodate a new commercial development around the villages of Wurtsboro and Bloomingburg. No one spoke in favor of the zoning change, with those opposed raising signs and voicing claims that town board members who favor the change were catering to a few large developers and landowners.
And we believe that our wishes and concerns are being ignored. The zoning law has created an atmosphere of total distrust. Mr. Stoloff, believing that you are ethical does not make you ethical. Mr. Russ Wood.
In the end, residents were unhappy with the town board's decision to table the measure, with a vote now scheduled to be taken during the Mamakating Town Board meeting August 7th. Opponents had wanted the zoning change proposal voted on and defeated last night. He is the owner of JDM Obsession Auto Shop on Wisner Avenue in the city of Newburgh. And 33-year-old Sergio Rivera is accused of using his business as a part of a drug sale operation. Rivera, along with his girlfriend Glenda Vieira and her sister Crystal Vieira, were all charged with felony possession of drugs following a town of Newburgh police raid. Investigators say heroin and illegally possessed prescription medications were seized during a raid of the auto shop, and cocaine along with thousands of dollars were seized from a private residence on Estate Boulevard. And it turned out to be an eye-opening experience for the campers at Monticello's Camp Kennebrook. A group of their young people spent time in an activity far removed from your normal summer camp experience. They were serving plates of ziti to people in need of a noontime meal at the Sullivan County Federation for the Homeless Kitchen in Monticello. For the kids whose parents pay about $5,500 for a 4-week camp session or $8,500 for the entire summer, the food serving job gave them exposure to a population they normally don't come in contact with, the less fortunate. The Sullivan County Federation serves about 50,000 meals each year. One of the campers, Stephanie Fink of Long Island, said the experience makes you realize that you can't take anything for granted. The predicted late day and evening showers and thunderstorms may help cool things down a little. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny after the threat of isolated thunderstorms early in the day. The highs will be in the upper 80s. Friday will be partly sunny and a bit more comfortable, with temperatures reaching the mid-80s. Wherever news breaks, you will find it here at Record Online, and get all the features and information you need to start your day by reading tomorrow's edition of the Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.